Begin with breaking news in downtown Clarkston, where a semi crashed into a building, trapping one person. This all happened just after 1 o'clock at Clarkston Village Dental on Main Street, shutting down traffic in that area for hours. You're looking at live pictures from Chopper 7 over the crash there as crews work to clean up that mess. The Now Detroit's Kimberly Craig is live on the scene with the very latest. Kim.
Yeah, and I know it's really amazing that no one was killed when you actually take a look at this scene here. And somebody who actually could have been is Angie here. Angie, as we take a look at the scene here, you're the office manager there. Tell us when you knew something was happening and what you had to do.
Well, we were sitting there, we heard the accident, we heard the truck hit the car, and then next thing I knew, Caitlin, who was sitting there, said, run, because she saw the semi-truck coming into the building. And we ran as far back as we could, but then we were pinned against the wall, and the next thing we knew, the truck was like right there in front of us. It was very scary.
Unbelievable. I know you saw that there were two people inside the truck, two men, one driver, and tell us about their conditions. What did you notice about them, and especially when the driver got out?
Well, we were inside, and like I said, it happened so fast, and then all of a sudden this guy was standing there, and another guy was in the truck, but we could smell the gas, and the car was running, so there was nothing we could do to get him out, so we ran out, and then all of a sudden everybody else came in and helped out.
So the passenger was able to get out on his own?
Yes, he got out, and yep.
And the driver, he was pinned for about what?
He was in there for at least a good hour.
Oh, wow.
But he got out. He got out, he looked fine. Yeah, he was on a stretcher. I'm sure they took him to the hospital.
Okay, thank you so much, Angie. And I want to bring sisters in here. Thank you so much, Angie. Marianne and Carolyn and their sister, Barbara, you two were in a car coming the opposite direction of what appears to be a gravel hauler. What did you think when you saw this coming down the road?
Well, there were cars that looked like they were just exploding in front of me. So I saw cars just going up in the air and turning. And my first thought was one of those cars is going to hit us. And then I saw that behind them was a semi-truck that was headed straight for us, appeared not to be braking at all, looked like 30 to 50 miles an hour. And just when it was probably about to hit us head on is when he actually crossed in front of us, took out the brick wall, and went into the building.
Unbelievable. And we want to tell people, if you're familiar with the village of Clarkston, this is right downtown, right in the middle of Main Street down here. And driving the car was Marianne's sister, Carolyn. And Carolyn, what did you do? I mean, your quick instincts, you had to be quick.
It was just, as I said, an incredible reaction. You have no idea what it feels like. A semi was literally coming towards us head on. We were watching cars fly and spin around, and it's like mini explosions happening in front of us. My sister yelled out, and we just had I had a quick reaction to make a very sharp turn. I pulled into a parking lot and was extremely fortunate to get out of the way of the semi as we watched it veer into the building, into the dental office, and we are just extremely thankful that this did not end in more tragedy.
And there were some cars, I know you folks described them as, it looked like they were being hit by like bowling pins. Absolutely. By this vehicle.
Absolutely. It was like the semi was a bowling ball coming down the street, and as it hit the cars, it was like the cars were bowling pins.
Unbelievable. You must be amazed that it sounds like no one was seriously hurt.
Oh, it's a miracle. It truly, I mean, because when we realized that we were alive, of course our next thought was to figure out what we could do, assuming that it was something of this just impact and incredibleness that, you know, to look at the building, I mean, I thought there could be possibly dozens of casualties. Absolutely. Between pedestrians on the sidewalk, cars in the vehicles, people inside the building. Gorgeous day, Friday, yeah. Around noon, people are out. I mean, the potential for just terrible, terrible tragedy was so immense. And absolutely. To think that it sounds like everyone's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a miracle. It's truly, you know, I don't use that word lightly, but you could never look at that and realize that, like, you know, everyone came away from that okay.
Absolutely. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us as Danny continues to look at the building here. I'm going to slide over here again. And it really is a miracle. From what we understand, according to witnesses, the driver was taken out on a stretcher, but he kind of gave the thumbs up that he was okay. It's unclear if there was some sort of mechanical issue with the vehicle, but take a look over there. I mean, with quite some force, that hauler hit that building. Again, the driver was pinned in for 45 minutes to an hour. We understand, again, he gave the thumbs up when he was being placed on a stretcher and being brought out. And everybody inside the office building, thankfully, is okay. But we don't know if it was a mechanical issue or some sort of medical condition, but we'll certainly wait to find out once investigators are able to tell us. Reporting live in Clarkston, Kimberly Craig for the Now Detroit News. Back to you.
Yeah, Kim, just terrifying to hear their accounts and incredible that nobody was seriously hurt. Thank you for that live report.
Absolutely.